What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Low Luxury, and welcome back to Low Luxury Archive. Have you been even watching this series? Do you even know what we're doing by now? Because we're diving deep into the archives of this. I can't even talk. I'm so angry. Performatively angry. I'm actually totally fine. We are diving deep into the Balenciaga archives, specifically of Demna Gvasalia. And today we are going to be taking a look at one of his most iconic silhouettes at the house. Some people think they are the stupidest things on earth.
I hate it.
I hated it from the second I laid eyes on it. I've seen it before. I knew it was gonna be Balenciaga. It's so fucking dumb. I literally hate everything about it. It's $1,300. I know that they're taking the piss, but I still hate it.
Others think they are a massive step forward in modern fashion, and that, of course, is the double shirt. Yes, we finally made it, and we have it in a silk Euro print version, you guys. I don't know, if you were to try and tell me that this was the worst version, I would be hard-pressed to disagree with you, but when you're building an archive on a budget, you take what you can get. It is still a double shirt, and it's also silk, which not all of them were. So hey, points for the Euro shirt, you guys, okay? So we're gonna see where this came from, then we're gonna look up close to the details, then we're gonna try to match or beat that original runway fit. Let's do it. Yo. Before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content. And also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. All right, my friends, Vogue runway page for Balenciaga. You know what it is. We are heading back through the years to spring 2018. I'm trying to think, is this the first time we saw this collection? At least the women's collection. I think this is the first look we've looked at from it, and I actually really love this collection, and I'll tell you why. So up until this point, all Demna's previous Balenciaga collections up to this one, I feel like there were some really good looks in here, some really good collections. But before this, he'd been kind of in high luxury land. He'd been, I feel like, a little bit afraid to go full Vetements freak flag flying. You know what I mean? But this collection, for some reason, he just threw everything out the window, all his fears, threw caution to the wind, and he was like, I'm going to go for it with this one. I'm going to go wild. So you can see a lot kind of darker, but all in the background especially, and those kind of base colors, but then a lot more pop too, a lot more streetwear, a lot more punk. You've got tartan plaids, you've got prints, you've got convertible trousers. I believe these pieces are convertible. A lot more prints. He was doing some floral prints and plaids before this, but this is a crazy streetwear print. You know what I mean? Interesting fabrications. This is the polyurethane shirts or whatever they were made of. There you go. Now you can see the convertible pants. They're different panels. You can zip them off, all sorts of stuff like that. Newspaper prints, crazy jackets he's still doing, really interesting detailing and stuff like that. And then we start getting into the layered pieces, the double pieces, the triple pieces, all this sort of stuff. We've got it with outerwear here, vest and coat combos. Same thing here. You've got denim and outerwear pieces kind of merged together, security, crossing guard vest type things, more traditional coats, but that are also attached to denim jackets. It goes and goes. And then we get to look 30, which is our piece, as you can see. And while the print here is really crazy, the look itself is actually one of the more subdued ones. It's fairly simple. We've got the shirt, and then we've got a skirt, and we have some boots. I think the skirt is asymmetrical, if I can tell. Okay, we just got two pictures here. But yeah, overall, very simple look. But it's really the layered piece that does the talking. And these pieces you can wear both ways. You can see that she's wearing it with her arms through the orange part of it. So, I don't know, maybe we'll try both ways and see how it goes. All right, now we've seen all that, let's take a look at this shirt up close and check out the details. This silhouette never ceases to amaze me. I don't know. Look, I don't know if the average person wants to be wearing two shirts on top of each other. I understand that. But for a fashion lover, it's just such a simple deconstructionist concept that Demna really took and run with, because he's done it in all sorts of ways. let's start off with some of the basics here. So by now, spring 2018, they're pretty early into their kind of era of the bolder logo. This one, for whatever reason, it is the black on white, which is the kind of like rarer tag, I would say. Usually it's white on black. And the tags are actually white as well, another semi-rarity for these pieces. This is a size 34 women's, so that's like an extra small, and it does not fit anything like that. Demnicizing, again, never makes any sense. We'll talk about that a bit later. This one is made in Italy, always good to see, especially for a silk. And you know what, let's actually get specific on these fabrications. So one of these fabrics is silk, okay? The other one is viscose. So it's kind of interesting because you've got one of them. Let's see, I wonder if I can tell the difference. Okay, this one, the blue one, is the viscose, and this one is the silk. I would bet my life on it. Okay, my life. All right. Let's talk about the shirt itself and check out these details. Let's talk about the print, okay? So, interestingly, for Balenciaga, you would think that they would have snuck some branding in here somewhere, but it's actually very faithfully, actually I don't really know what they look like, but I'm assuming it's very faithfully actual Euro print. This one is the 10, this one is the 20, and as far as I can tell, I don't see any like BB Balenciagas anywhere. And it really is two shirts on top of each other. This lower layer is a short sleeve version, although they are big sleeves, maybe not like half sleeves, let's say. Whereas this outer version is a long sleeve. And I definitely think we gotta try both out and show them to you, so we will definitely do that. And both of these shirts have complete button closures. So our silk, like, undershirt, I don't know what you want to call it, the short sleeve one, has its button closures here. Of course, buttons are branded because how could they not be? And now on our outer layer, same deal. So you could wear it through the long sleeves, through the short sleeves, button it up, either way, both totally work. It just depends on if you have that extra shirt hanging off your back or hanging off your front. So here's the back of the shirt, and let me explain like these physics to you. And I don't know if this is going to make any sense. So here's our collar for the undershirt, the pink one, and then the blue shirt kind of comes around the outside of that. So if you put your arm through the short sleeves, it would look essentially as it does right now, like a short sleeve shirt with kind of like another shirt thrown over your shoulders and hanging down. And that's pretty much how it would work. On the other hand, if you were to put your arms through the long blue sleeves here, you can see where this is sewn in. So it's actually, the blue shirt doesn't have a back. If you were to wear the blue shirt itself, the back would turn into the, oh my god, this is Inception level stuff here, okay? The front of this shirt would be at your back. So the back of the blue shirt is the front of the, I don't know, what do you call this? Like orange, pink, salmon shirt. I think now I have a headache, so that's enough of that. Let's move on. Now we've reached the time where we are going to try to match or beat that original runway look. So now, turning back to our runway look, they kept it, thankfully, quite simple. They really let this double shirt do the talking. But as you can see, this is a woman's look, and she is wearing a skirt, and I am never one to back down from a challenge, except when my dad wanted to arm wrestle me and I knew he would win, so I said, no, Dad, I'm not arm wrestling you, so we're going to take that challenge. And we are going to wear a skirt, but in fact, they are going to be the Comme des Garçons skirt pants in black. I don't know if the black's going to play with this, but I'm going to own it, you know what I mean? And I'm going to go with black for the shoes too. She's wearing some kind of like pointed velvety type booties. We are going to wear some suede to kind of get that velvety texture. Suede Giorgio Armani Oxford shoes. And that's our look. 3 pieces. Easy peasy. Let's do it. Man, what an interesting shirt. And wearing it, you really realize why they went with silk and viscose for their 2 materials here. Because you really need a light material for something like this so it doesn't become like burdensome or overly heavy, because even with these fabrications, you can feel, when you're wearing the short sleeve version, you can feel that long sleeve version kind of putting some weight around your neck, and it does make me wonder how comfortable it would be, you know, feeling that bearing down on the back of your neck for a full day. But it is such a cool idea. The sizing, like I said, it makes no sense. What do you even say this fits like a men's extra large and it's tagged as a women's extra small? That's just absolutely bonkers. When you switch to wearing the long sleeve version, the proportions start to get a little weirder. Like, the sleeves are more than long enough for me, but compared to how big the rest of it is, the arms do feel a little bit shorter, and that makes sense because it is a women's wear piece. The sleeves tend to be a bit shorter on those pieces. The feel, of course, is insane. It's like Italian silk, you know, what more can you ask for? It's light, it's breathable, it's super comfortable for all-day use. Like, when you're wearing the long sleeve version, you can feel the silk short sleeve hanging off your back, and anything else would be pretty uncomfortable. So I'm super happy that we got this version with these fabrics. Another nice little thing of note, when you're wearing the long sleeve version, you get a little embroidered monogram at your chest that I didn't even notice earlier. So hey, a little bonus branding for you. And actually, I think I prefer maybe wearing the long sleeve version, even though it is the less kind of worn version. Usually you see these with the other version hanging around your neck rather than hanging off the back. But I really like how it's kind of like business in the front, because it really does look more like a normal button-down long sleeve shirt, and then party in the back, you know what I mean? It's hanging off there. It's the mullet of shirts. What more can you ask for? Thank you, Demna. Only from you could the mullet of shirts come. So that is the iconic double layer shirt from Balenciaga. Take a look at the other video on screen here. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.